on the counter. Lyon shot hit the shin guards of Mark Matheson. Lyon controls again. Fresh troops on the ice. And cutting through is Bork, but knocked down. Ford finds it. Shoots, he scores. A ricochet out in front, and Milwaukee grabs the lead.
What a job in front of the net screening Matt Climie. I think it does go off him. But Scott Ford, the captain, head up all the way. Knew if he got something through, there was a chance. Not a bad play initially, and then the Wolves try to sort it out. Ford with a lot of time will wrist it. And you can see Wolves outnumbered, and I'm not sure if that puck touched anything on the way by. Climie's trying to peer over top of everybody. Sees Ford releasing. Crouches down, and yeah, I think it just touches the glove.
Ford's hands, maybe?
Not sure. We'll see who gets credit for it, but no, I think it just goes out Climie. It hits the top of his glove, maybe, in the short side.
Perfect example. Getting shots on net. Just nothing fancy. Traffic out in front.
You know, the other thing, too, you would think with that traffic there that Matt might come out. I'm not going to say I'm a goaltender, but if Matt comes out a little bit there, takes that angle away, especially on the near side, that probably doesn't go in.
Davies deep, out in front for Sweat, and what a diving stop there by Jeremy Smith. The Wolves nearly had the answer to the Scott Ford goal, but a big stop by the Milwaukee netminder.
Lunging forward, too.
Final 5 seconds of the power plays. It's back up top for Bartley, over to Ellis. Ellis winds and fires, hit his own man. Bork out in front, and under the sin bin. Connaughton sprung ahead. He's got a breakaway on the left side, not a lot of room. Cutting in, he scores! Oh, the netminder went fishing and scoring as Connaughton as he puts it through the wickets, and it's a 1-1 tie.
Obviously didn't use live bait. Well, what a job Kevin Connaughton does at retrieving the puck that is behind him. First of all, the Wolves sort it out defensively on this blocked shot. Ellis takes a chance. It's blocked in front, and Schneider throws it up. Watch where he picks it up, Connaughton. Schneider's pass is behind him. He picks it up from his backhand, goes to the forehand, makes a wonderful move. Through the legs he goes. There's the fish. Must have been a trout.
Mitch Korn, the goaltending coach for Milwaukee, raves about the play of netminder Jeremy Smith, but that is something from that angle you don't want to give a forward or a defenseman. In this case, Connaughton, an opening like that. Now Schrader has a breakaway the other way. He's pulled down. Will we get a penalty shot?
Yes. Come on.
No, it's going to be a holding call.
Schrader's okay. He got nailed there, and because of that, picked up by Scott Ford, the loose puck. And what a pass he made right up the middle of the ice.
Not only a goal scorer, but making plays. Archibald collects on the left side. Run into by Bartley. Nice job using the big frame by Archibald to maintain control. Up top for Mark Mancari. Mancari walking away from Bork. Over to Hayner. One-time blast. Stopped and pounced on by Smith with Archibald on top of the Milwaukee netminder.
I'm laughing because of Archibald's situation as the goaltender comes out, and that's what Smith is telling the referee, that there's interference. But I think Archibald was already there, and he actually is doing his best Prancer imitation, trying to get out of the way. So he doesn't get a penalty for interference. Here's the Schrader play prior on the big hit. He goes down, and I think he does go off prematurely, so hopefully he's okay.
Kevin Kaiser stays together. Connaughton, one-timer, he scores his second of the game, and he doubles his offense as he now has 4 goals on the year. A high-scoring defenseman goes high and hard, and the Wolves have a 2-1 lead on the Galaxy Home Remodeling man advantage.
How about that saucer of a dish, though? Connaughton was cocked and ready to let it rip, and it came across all the way from the hash marks and boards on the other side, and it's a beauty. I believe Hadar will get it. And he looks, head up all the way. He's waiting for it to develop. Connaughton slides down into the seam, and it's wide open. And what a dish that is. It's just a rocket of a one-timer.
You don't see too many dot-to-dot passes across the rink anymore, but Longpre drew Lotta, the defender, and that opened up. Takes the long route into the offensive zone and still controls. Nice work there by Stefan Schneider, taking it deep.
I wonder if he'll get credit for a hit, but it was Jussi hitting his teammate. Valentine went down.
Power play over. Sauvé back on the ice. One shot on the man advantage. And Lotta scores on a nice feed from Roman Jussi, and we're tied at 2.
It's a little bit too much space and room and time. Need a bit better of a challenge. As the Admirals got to the Wolves' blue line, they backed off. The Wolves did, and Lotta ends up finding a seam. Jussi mentioned him back his first game. Nice play he makes. Takes it deep and to the backhand, throws it maybe blindly to the front of the net. But Latta was there, picked it up, and swatted it home very briskly. Climbing never got a chance to set up, but going to force that issue a little bit sooner.
Latta's third goal of the year. And he ties this one at 2. Not a lot of room, as Baumgartner was pretty close to him. He got the shot away. 20th shot for Milwaukee. The Wolves have 11 shots. It was an even strength goal. Mark Mancarey trying to find the handle. Zach Stortini throwing it out in front. Latta again, he scores his second of the game, and it's 3-2 Milwaukee.
Well, that one hurts. This shot by Latta, I think, hits the top of the blade of his stick and then just jumps up. Not a lot on it. And a turnover, back to the point. A couple of guys, actually, if you look at that, 3 guys go out to the blue line, but still, there's plenty of guys back. I think the Admirals actually had 3 guys around the blue line. The shot goes through, Connaughton gloves it, but doesn't get a hold of the puck. Latta says, I'll take it, and he throws it towards Climbing.
Time got to it first. And out to center. Left off for Jussi up on the rush. Stortini going to the net. And some room now for Jussi. His shot blocked by Mark Matheson.
Again, the Wolves with guys back, but nobody challenging. The puck carrier Jussi in this situation had lots of time to do what he wanted to do with the puck.
And a skilled guy loves the time. Now turned over. Longpre out in front to Haydar. Longpre scores! A nice give and go as Haydar sets up Longpre. Tied at 3. Longpre's third of the year.
Well, you don't see many passes like this to start off a situation.
Can you believe Smith didn't stop that?
What a giveaway this ends up being. Little touch pass by Jussi, and Longpre says, hey, I'm on the other team, but thank you very much. You know what? Derek talked about the touches. They are so good together with Miller, and the way they have moved the puck, they let the puck do all the work, and this is just bang, bang, and there's no chance for Smith, the goaltender. Little give and go, and Longpre, he gets the Haydar pass back and has an empty netter. Wonderful movement of the puck, but what was Jussi thinking?
He was thinking offense.
I guess so. You don't want to get too far behind the Admirals in the head-to-head action.
The Wolves dominated the season series last year, but the last couple of games went in Milwaukee's favor. Mark Mancarey has a breakaway, looking to get off the snide. He scores! A relief there for Mark Mancarey, who had gone 5 games without a point, and he gets his 3rd goal of the year there.
Well, one of the things that Craig McTavish noticed about the American Hockey League is the number of giveaways defensemen have when they're pressured, and this is just a bad giveaway by Sloan. He's a veteran too, and Mancarey strips him of the puck, walks in, makes a pretty good move. I thought he didn't have enough room to stuff it, but he stayed with it when he pulls up and parks it home. That's a big goal for him. You could see he didn't like the glass.
Coming out with Duco and Mancarey. Matheson and Parent, the defensive pairing. Matheson has the puck. Ahead to Duco. Ellis holds the zone. Smith, the netminder, halfway out, stays in for now. Touch pass out in front, all the way through. Mancarey comes away with it, and Smith had got to the bench. Duco shoots. He scores! A timely chance for Duco, and some insurance with a minute 27 to go as Duco gets goal number 2 of the year.
I was wondering what Smith was doing. They didn't have great possession, and you would think they'd wait till they really were able to get something going offensively, and Thang just missed, quite honestly, on a pass. Here's Ellis with a puck, goes down the boards, makes a beautiful feed, and it just carries me off Schneider's stick, and Thang doesn't get to it. If it's on the tape, it's in. And at that point, when the puck was loose, that is when Smith elected to go to the bench. And the Wolves got control of it, moved it up, and Duco got a gift.
I think he missed the early call because he kind of hesitated, then broke to the bench, and then realized that the puck was turned over. Duco, 2 goals on the year, both into empty nets. And this time Smith off for an extra attack with the Wolves up 5-3. Haydar will chip it ahead. Miller after it now, and Valentine got to it first. Haydar with 2 points and 6 points in 2 games this weekend. If he gets one more, he might be up for AHL Player of the Week. Drop pass across the line, broken up by Haydar. And it bounces the line, but not out. Thang keeps it in. Thrown out in front. Sticks are tied up, and it's lobbed out by Mark Matheson. A bouncer all the way down. Does it have
Yes,
enough?
it does.
It does! Wow. And the Wolves, for the first time this year, have scored 6 goals, and they lead it 6-3 with under a minute to go.
What hang time that was, and accuracy it was also.
Valentine gave it a valiant effort there.
He certainly did. He took himself into a tough situation. He's hurting too.
Yeah, he's slow to get up, and now finally we'll get some assistance.
I think the one thing I was looking at and hoping that the Wolves were not going to think about the empty net. They got a 2-goal lead, play defense first, but they were able to sort of get in the situation out and throw it all the way down. You see Valentine, he was going full force, and luckily these pegs come off rather easily.
You don't want to lead with your chin.
No, you don't, but back in the day, he would have been out.
Yeah, those posts used to be solid steel. It was a post that did not give, and if you ran into that, you were in a whole heap of trouble.
So Matheson credited with the goal. Beauty. Defense very active in this game.
Mancarry picking up an assist on the Duco goal at 18:33, so a 2-point game for Mark Mancarry.
Well, a great feed he made up the middle of the ice to Duco in that situation.
Matheson's goal unassisted as he gets his first of the year. So a little bit of bending, but no breaking in the third period for the Wolves. And Milwaukee came hard and had some good chances.
Well, you brought up the point. They still haven't had a shot on net. And all this puck possession and stuff that was going on, it looked good. They still have not had a shot credited, at least, since we were talking about this about 6-7 minutes ago. So the Wolves are obviously playing strong in front of Climby, and there was some chances. Brought a shot on net, and there's the dump. And listen to this, Valentine showing some heart.
Yeah. Mason all the way back. So maybe no Billy Gardner interview karma in this one for Tim Miller, but how about the profile on Mark Matheson? So Sarah Grayheim and the Wolves TV staff doing a nice feature, and Matheson gets the goal. Bill Sweat will work the left side, takes to the corner. Ford trying to tie him up, a dozen seconds to go. As the Wolves, in their 4th game against the Admirals, will pick up their first win. And the Wolves have picked up points in 2 of the 4 games off the partition picked up by Sauvé. And the Wolves, 6-3 winners and a 3-game winning streak now for Chicago. Their first 3-game winning streak of the year, as Matt Climby has won 3 in a row in between the pipes for Chicago.
Well, it certainly looked like the Wolves might be in trouble with the 2 quick goals by Latta. The Admirals took the lead at that time, but they sorted the situation out, and they really played stronger defensively. Again, going back to what we were talking about in the third, with all the possession they had, they did not get a shot on net. So the Wolves strong defensively. Yeah, they did surrender 3, but you brought up the other great point. They scored 6 goals, and it's been tough sledding in the offensive category this year so far.